3, 2, and 1. We are live. Over to you, Pooja.
Thank you, Fanny. Good evening, everyone. I am Pooja Salwan, and I hope you all are learning new things every day. Welcome to day 5 and webinar 9 of the Changemaker Summer Camp series. In this session, Mr. Shrikant, our mentor of change, will be discussing on how you can acquire entrepreneurial skills and be an entrepreneur while still in school. Mr. Shrikant, he's a program manager at TCS. He's an active volunteer for STEAM activities, initiatives at schools and colleges across the country. As an active youth employability program champion, Mr. Shrikant handles business skills programs to enhance the employability of engineering students across the country. He's also a mentor of change, as I already said. In today's webinar, what you will learn: how entrepreneurship is being democratized, how anyone can become entrepreneur easily today, how you will learn to start a solo entrepreneurial venture, how to leverage free online platforms and 3D printing technologies, and how to build digital and physical products, market them and sell them online. And lastly, how to earn active and passive income. If you have any questions during this session, please write it in the chat in Zoom or in the comments on YouTube, and we will take it up after Mr. Shrikant has finished his presentation. Please also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that in future, if we have sessions coming up, you will know about them. Basics: mark your attendance in the Google form, the link of which Fanny will be sharing on YouTube and Zoom chat windows. The form will only be open for the duration of this session. So please do mark your attendance, and all people who have attended all the sessions will be given the participation certificate. So just attending one session for today would not help. And let me now hand it over to Mr. Shrikant. Welcome, Shrikant, and we are looking forward to this webinar today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pooja. And good evening, all of you, fellow speakers, student participants, teachers all across the country from different schools participating in this Changemaker Summer Camp. I welcome all of you. And today we'll be talking about how entrepreneurship has been democratized and how everyone can become an entrepreneur today. So we will, share a few thoughts. We will exchange, few notes, and we will see how everyone can become an entrepreneur. Even students who are studying at school can become an entrepreneur. So I will quickly share my presentation. Yeah, hi. You are able to see my deck?
Yes, sir. We are able to see you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So as part of Changemaker Summer Camp, becoming an entrepreneur, this is day 5, starting a solopreneurial venture. So we will see how we will be doing it. And, points of discussion today, we, how entrepreneurship has been democratized, where everyone can become an entrepreneur today. How can students start their solopreneurial venture while studying in school? And there are, technology, the availability of technology and the ease of availability of digital tools and technologies, and the convergence of compute, storage, and network. With all these, we call it as, the Trinity, like how we call, in India stack, the Jam Trinity, like Jantan, Aadhaar, and mobile. We call we call this as, technology Trinity, compute, storage, and network. Its exponential growth has, democratized the way, we cannot even imagine. So the power of free online platforms and 3D printing technology to easily build digital and physical products by anyone, then selling products online, be it e-commerce and social media sites, and a little demo of a digital product and a 3D printed product. So first, let us see how democratizing entrepreneurship, how everyone can become an entrepreneur. So you see, the key enabler today is technology. So the ease of availability of open source tools and technologies, as I have reiterated many times, and how can we do this? Let us take India as an example. India has emerged as one of the largest startup ecosystem globally, but students are unaware of the resources that are available to build a career in their own choice of preferences. But what does it mean? Build a career in the choice of their preference. This is the sentence which we may have to underline. Let us see in the forthcoming slides how we are going to make this sentence reality. Okay, so it's easy to start a business of your own, regardless of your background, previous knowledge, experience, and other factors. And and entrepreneurial mindset is a very, very key thing. So the whole purpose of this Subtle Tinkering Labs is to nurture the innovation and entrepreneurial mindset among the students. But what do we need actually in today's world? Just to set the context, when I was a kid, when some of the speakers who spoke in previous sessions, when they were students like you and your friends, what we were seeing is people were respected by the degrees they have. Say for example, people have some degrees, and say people have degrees in science or math or whatever it may be, and then eventually the next set of generations, people were respected by the professional degrees, what they have, like engineer, medicine, people who have degrees in medicine, and what is that, people who are barrister, chartered accountants, or similar like that actually. But now we are slowly moving towards a knowledge driven society. And just to put it in perspective, when I say knowledge, I translate it as a skill. Okay, so all we need to have a single skill, so that we can nurture that skill, and we can ensure that we put our heart and soul into that, and take it up. So what is the skill I am referring to? That can be a cooking, or singing, or reading, or drawing, doing yoga postures, whatever it may be. Anything is a skill. So how we can take up this skill and eventually build upon and become a solopreneur or an entrepreneur eventually. So here, first we have identified what is that skill set. Okay, what is that skill set? Say for example, when I say some people are very passionate about singing, some people are very passionate about dancing, some people are very good storytellers, some people are very good writers. So whatever it may be, so these people, they have to identify their strength. So that is their key strength. So now we are talking about the 4 aspects in realizing that sentence, whatever we reiterated in the first slide. So say for example, I do not know my passion. Say for example, I don't know today, I do not know what is my passion. So how should I identify my passion? So we have put a small check or a process. Okay, so we say time pass should eventually convert into hobby, hobby should eventually convert into passion, and passion should eventually convert into profession. What does it mean? So I will articulate this with a small example. You all know Sachin Tendulkar. We all know Sachin Tendulkar? Yes, no? Yes, I think we all know. So when Sachin Tendulkar was a kid like you, he will have a lot of free time. So as students, we will have whole lot of free time. So passing that time, what he used to do is he used to go to the ground and he used to started playing cricket. So that is the phase of time pass. So then, every day he started playing cricket, and one fine day it has become his hobby. So whenever he finds some time, he used to play cricket. So time pass has eventually translated into hobby. Okay, so after that, he puts his heart and soul, and he participates in school level, district level, state level, university level. So in different levels of cricket tournaments, and eventually it has become his passion. Okay, so time pass has translated into hobby. Hobby has translated into passion, and the passion has translated into profession. So his full time, bread and butter has become, cricket. So I think all of you can easily relate to this example. Now IPL is also going on. So, you all can easily relate with example. So it's not my work, it's my passion. So that is how it is. Not everybody in this world are as lucky as Sachin Tendulkar, to convert or to transform or to translate, however you want to put, from time pass to hobby, hobby to passion, passion to profession. At least, what we may have to do is how to, convert my time pass to hobby, hobby to passion, or person or people or students like you who already have a passion. You have to nurture that passion and try to monetize that. Okay, so that is the whole purpose of this, instead of saying that you want to become an entrepreneur and you want to scale up your venture, the first step is let me become a solopreneur. Okay, and solopreneur is nothing but I would just for the sake of others, people who do not know, solopreneur is the one who sets up and runs the business on his own. His solo is single. What do we mean by solo? Solo means single. So a person singly does and manages all the aspects of running the business. Then that kind of venture, we call it a solopreneurial venture. So then, I think before we move to the power of free online platforms, I would like to tell you some of the examples other than Sachin Tendulkar. I would like to say a few of the examples of successful, very, very successful solopreneurs. So I think you all know about IKEA. So IKEA is one of the, when I say IKEA, I think I will spell it out IKEA. It's one of the, Swedish furniture major. I think they have set up their shops recently in Hyderabad and Bangalore. I am sure, many of you might have, visited these places. So the founder of IKEA is, Ingvar Kamprad. So he is a successful solopreneur. I think just, tuning to the history, when he was 5 years old, he was born and brought up in a hinterland in Sweden. So where he started selling matches. Okay, so after that, what happened at the age of 7, he started selling stationery items for his fellow students, like pens, pencils, and all that. So at the age of 17, with the help of his father, he got some seed money and he set up this, furniture venture. And today it has become a multi-billionaire. He has become a multi-billionaire, and it has become a multi-billion-dollar venture. So similarly, this is one such venture. And similarly, you might be knowing Erika Leonard. She is an author, renowned author. I think she is famously known as E.L. James. Probably now you can relate to her. So she has, written books. Her passion was writing books. So she could not imagine one of her book, 50 Shades. Okay, so I think I don't know how many of you have read this book. So if you have time, you can go through her books after this session. She has become a successful author, and today, these books have become one of the bestsellers, and she has minted close to what is that $140+ million, and the books have been translated into 40+ languages. And let us come to this Indian context. You have a very renowned motivational speaker, Vivek Bindra. So hope all of you have heard about Vivek Bindra. So he also puts his heart and soul into his passion and nurturing it into profession. So I think these are very small examples, or very few examples I can say. I have brought it just to give you the feel. But if you can Google, you will get a whole lot of success stories of people becoming solopreneurs. So how this is getting democratized is through the technology. Technology is helping us as a aid, or as a tool for us to successfully pick up this, and put as a supporting pillar to our passion and translate it into profession. So still, if you want to see some of the people who have successfully made at school levels, I think you may be knowing Shark Tank India. So similarly, there is a famous show that is called Business Blasters. Okay, probably you can go to YouTube and check after this session. So Business Blasters, so where people in the sense of students like you who are studying in different schools have come together, and they got some seed money from the government. When I say seed money, it is very small, as small as 2,000 rupees. Which if you have a small piggy bank, and if you have the habit of saving, and that can also help you to float a small venture. So that we will see in the forthcoming slides, how we can do that. Okay. Yeah. So now, democratizing entrepreneurship, I think this we have discussed. Now, power of free online platforms. So before going to this, I would want to say that thanks to the organizers of this summer camp, they have put up a nice portal called as Digital Skilling Portal. As I said, technology is the key aid which is helping us to realize this dream of anybody can becoming an entrepreneur. So there are several online free platforms that are available for us. Say, for example, if I have to build a mobile application, you have an online tool. If I have to have a personalized voice assistant, I can do that. If I have to write my own blogs, I can do that. So all thanks should go to the trinity of compute, storage, and network. Their exponential growth is making all this happen today. And say, for example, if I have to sell some products, I need a platform, right? Like Amazon, like Flipkart. So for that, you can build your own website. Probably to carry out the e-commerce transactions. Say, if I want to author a book, I think in the WhatsApp groups, you can see Amazon Kindle, you can write and publish a book, an ebook. And if you want to create an AR experience, you can do that. If you want to create a podcast, you can do that. And if you want to create a digital product, and you want to realize that physically, you can do that with the ease of 3D design and printing technologies. So there are several tools that Atal Innovation Mission, as part of that Atal Tinkering Labs, so they have enabled these set of tools which are available free of cost, and they have integrated in one place, and you can refer this link, and you can pursue your interest. So now I think most of the participants have undergone or experimented or tested their skills in different skills, different levels of skill set. I think level 1, level 2, level 3 set of groups of skills have been listed on the digital portal. So you might have dirtied your hands in experimenting and learning. So now you might have understood, at least come to a conclusion, or hoping so, or you might have come to a conclusion saying that yes, my strength is on app development. Yes, I am a very good singer. Yes, I can develop some games. Yes, I can design a circuit. So you might have recognized, your what is that, your area of interest or your passion. Okay. So once you identify that, you can log into this and you can identify, different tools like MIT is one of the what is the top-notch engineering institution, across the globe. So based at US, they have given, MIT Scratch, MIT App Inventor. And if you want to, if you want to develop some applications, mobile applications, you can do that. And if you want to design some circuits and simulate 3D design and printing, you can use Tinkercad and CollabCAD. So CollabCAD, again, it is Make in India. Okay. And Tinkercad is part of Autodesk, and CollabCAD, our government of India offering that is, being available. It has been made available rather for CBSE students, people who are part of this 10,000 plus Atal Tinkering Labs. So people can leverage this, and people who do not have access for that, they can leverage, Tinkercad. Then if you want, app development, we have seen game development. If you are very keen, people, we all love to play games, but what we have to do is, we should focus on developing that games. So then you will have much more joy than, playing that game, and you will feel self-satisfaction. Yes, I have developed this game. So that kind of, self-satisfaction you will get. So for that, you can use Planet Code. And say some people are very much interested in space, they have space module. So people who are keen on drones, they have drone module. Now we have India space policy, or the India drone policy. So what we can do is, people who are very keen, like we will get commercial pilot license, right, CPL. Similarly, for driving these drones, we can get some licenses. Through DGCA directly, people can apply and can get some drone licenses. So we are at that sophisticated levels. That is what we are talking, and the convergence of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. We are seeing this AIoT. And say, for example, if I have done all this, I have developed a website. Now how should I market this? So for that, we have creating business pitch, where you can refer and see how we can create a business pitch and position my product in the market. And eventually, you see one of the follow-up session after this, in the same day, one of our fellow speaker will be helping you in the aspects of storytelling and marketing. So I think when it comes to storytelling, so when somebody asked, what is that, Steve Jobs. So who is Steve Jobs? So he is the co-founder of Apple and the erstwhile CEO of Apple. When the people have asked him who is the most powerful person in the world, so what was his answer is, the most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. So it is none other than storyteller. So the storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. So the power of storytelling will be unleashed in the following session. So I would urge all of you to participate in that session too. So the whole purpose of this, what is the whole purpose of these tools? What is the whole purpose of this technology? Why it is being taught to people who are studying, at schools? Because this is being taught to people who have opted for engineering and or some other degrees, because computers are pervaded everywhere. Without computers, nothing today. Okay, so whether you are BCom, whether you study BBA, whether you study engineering, anything and everything. Computers has very good amount of pervasion. Everybody should learn computers. But what for? What for is the question that will be, what is that boggling everybody? Why should I study all this? What is the use? What is the end goal? What is the purpose? So if you ask all these questions, the answer is very simple. It is, you see, the whole purpose of this, or the whole and sole purpose of this, is to nurture innovation and entrepreneurship, and that should translate into the traditional mindset of people of the traditional mindset, like what is that, being a job seeker. We should all become job creators. The forthcoming generations should become job creators rather than being a job seeker. So that is the whole and sole purpose of all this. Yeah. So now we will quickly understand, now I have an idea. Now how I convert my idea into a physically realizable prototype with a touch and feel. Okay, so you might have seen in the previous sessions, the speaker spoke about ideation, design thinking, 21st century skills, and you have done a lot of activities. You have understood what it is. But after that, once I have an idea, so I have what is that? I have understood the complete process of design thinking. Now, how should I realize that into physical product? So digital to physical, you have a very sophisticated technology called as 3D printing technology. Which is easily built, digital and physical products. Anyone can build this. So 3D printing and design allows you to think, visualize, and your imaginative concepts and create prototypes. So 3D, 2D. So let me put you, instead of reading this, I will put the things easily for you. 2D is nothing but 2 dimension. So you all know in your math, you might have studied math, physics, whatever it may be, or material science, you might have studied, 2D, 2 dimensions. When I say 2 dimensions, we typically say it as dimension X and dimension Y, or in terms of your, bookish language, you can say it as X coordinate and Y coordinate. And when we say a 3D image, you will have the complete projection outside, or you can touch and feel it. So say, for example, a picture is a 2D image, and a picture with the 3rd dimension or the 3rd coordinate called as Z coordinate, we call it as 3 dimension. So example, if you are able to see my phone, so this is X-axis, sorry, this is Y-axis, this is X-axis, and this projection, what you are seeing as the width, is the Z-axis, or we call it as a Z coordinate. So these objects, we call it as 3D objects, and printing these objects is called as 3D printing. So what is the difference between a traditional printing and a 3D printing is very, very simple. Traditional printing, you will have a raw material completely, and what you will do is you will subtract it. Say, for example, if I have a block, if I have a metal block, if I have to carve out of that metal block and make a telephone, what I will do is I will simply cut out all the edges based on the dimensions which I draw. Okay. So that is called a subtraction. You will be subtracting it. But in 3D printing, what you will be doing is there will not be anything existing, and you will be doing a bottom-up approach where you will be doing it from scratch, and you will be putting one layer after the layer. Since you are adding one after the another, it is also called as additive manufacturing. So 3D printing, this we call it as additive manufacturing, because we are adding one layer on top of the another. So that is why we call this as additive manufacturing. And this is the major difference between traditional printing and traditional manufacturing and additive manufacturing, or traditional printer and a 3D printer. Okay, so 3D printing is a relatively new technology, but definitely it will be going to change the way we live. We will be able to print out anything or everything from toys, from clothes, from foods, to medicines. It will help us to, create replacement for parts for appliances, vehicles that break down on the road, and even help astronauts repair satellites. And 3D printers are literally just like printers. You can use any materials, be it wood, be it metal, be it, carbon fiber, anything and everything. So now we will see the parts and working of a 3D printer. So typically you will have 4 different steps. So you will have a CAD package. When we say CAD, CAD is nothing but a tool called as computer aided design. So you have to design the object, right? For designing, you have a computer tool called in the form of a package, software package called as CAD package or CAD module, however you want to call, computer aided design. So in that, you will design it. Now we will see a small demo after this, how to design that. Or many of you already done that. If I am not wrong, I have been seeing the group, you have been posting all this. So you all know this. And after that, you have to choose a material, which material you want to use. Then typically in lab, we will be use a small filament kind of material, just to prototype the design what we have done. Then the 3D printer process, you will have a 3D printer, and you will be loading the file. What is the file? The design file in the form of STL file. It will have the coordinates, XYZ coordinates. So that the header, you can see the header. The header will be moving and printing it layer by layer. So then your final product will be ready. So this is how a typical 3D printer works. So next, so you see, you can, when I say it is a futuristic technology, you might be, wondering, I think probably in 5-10 years, this may pan out. No, actually, you see, 3D printing is not the thing of future. 3D printing is happening right now. You see, so there are clear examples in Bangalore and IIT Madras. IIT Madras, you can see the house in the left hand side. So this is India's first 3D printed house that is located at IIT Madras. It is very much affordable, and we can quickly build these houses in lesser number of days than building traditional houses, and the manpower required is also very, very less. And this is the post office that has been recently built at Bangalore in also. So, completely done using 3D printing technology. I don't know if you might have scanned 2 days back in the newspapers, you might have read, in one of the renowned hospitals in Chennai, there was a damage in the skull for the 3 people. So for them, they have printed the part of the skull. They have designed and they have printed the part of the skull using titanium with 3D printing technology, and they have fixed it. Now all the 3 of them are doing good. So these are some of the classic examples where 3D printing can be used. Very, very in critical or life-saving industries, or it may be also used in it may be used to build toys, it may be used to build houses, whatever it may be. So it is all possible with this technology. Now we will see a small demo. So here I will be showing 2 packages. Yeah. So one is the CAD package called as Collab CAD. So that has been built by our National Informatics Center. So probably what you have to do is I have circulated this in the morning. I think how to get login credentials. So if you are a CBSE student, you can use that login. If you are in Atal Tinkering Labs, if your school has an ATL, you can use that. Or if you are not part of these two categories, you can use the Tinkercad, which I will be showing after this. So what you can do is, you can create, you can download, what is that? You can download the package onto your computer, and you can create it. So I think for the ease, I will show it in Tinkercad. So it will be good for everybody. So go to Tinkercad, use your, what is that? Any email credential, and log into that. So you will see these three things: 3D design, circuit, and code blocks. So first we will go to 3D design. So let us wait, for it to load. So now you will have a work plane. So the object, since I have said it is a, what is that? It is a 3D. So this is called as what is that? A front view. So this is called as top view. So this is called as bottom view. Okay, so these are different views of a product or an object rather. So work plane, I have work plane, so I can tilt the work plane, based on whatever view I want. So first I will keep it as, it in front view. So now I will take some text, in the interest of time, I will just use some text instead of blocks. Let us say summer camp. Okay, so then I can adjust whether I want, solid, or I want hello. So whatever I want, I can adjust, and I can adjust the heights, segments, levels, and all that. So I can tilt the view. So now, 1 minute. Yeah. So now what I can do is I can export this. Okay. So typically we'll export it as .stl files. So this file will get exported as coordinates, X, Y, Z coordinate, and I will transfer this into a pen drive, or I will transfer this what we call into a small memory card. Okay, and then I will insert it into a 3D printer, and this is how you see. So the final print will be like this, and printed object will be like this. And based on what is the, say for example, if you are prototyping, we typically use filaments. So in large scale industries or large scale manufacturing, what they use is they use different materials like wood, metal, whatever you want to do. So this is how it is. And yeah, say for example, now I have this summer camp. Okay, so if this is a object which is in what is that, static condition. Say for example, if I have to make it mobile. Okay, let me say I want to make this mobile, make the object mobile. Okay, so I can combine the 3D printing technology with electronics. What I can do, say I have designed what is this penguin. Okay, so I have designed this penguin, and now I want what is that, I can choose the penguin has to glow, so I can make it glow. So, or the penguin has to move. What I can do is I'll put this glow, I can put this move. Okay, then so this penguin, when I have to realize this object and make this as a toy in motion, instead of a static toy, I have to make this toy, to blink or to move. What I will do is, yeah. So what I will do is I have to cut out, I have to make a small cut into this. And I have to insert, either this blink module, or either this toggle switch. I will show you, this is not a mere toggle switch. Now you can see, right, a small motor, and you have a small coin battery. Okay, so if I switch on and off, if I toggle the switch, what it will happen is it will move, the toy will move. So for that, what I need is I need a small cutter. so that, I can insert that. Okay. I think not this. Yeah. Say, glow cutout. So I will take glow cutout, and this is move cutout. I'll take move cutout. So first let me put, glow. So first I have to, put this cutout, insert this cutout appropriately. I have to match the coordinates. I think when you are, doing the detailed design, you can do that. Just, for demo purpose, I am showing this. Then after this cutout, I will be inserting this. So now let us see the bottom view so that you can understand. Yeah. So my blink module has, gone into my toy, through this cutout module. So while printing, this will be etched, and you will not see, what is that? Sorry, you will see the right fitment of the blink module. Okay, so now let me separate it, and let me insert. This is the cutout for toggle switch. Let me insert this toggle switch. Yeah. Yeah. You see, now I have inserted both. I think the coordinates are not matching. I think when you are doing the actual design, you can match it all the three. So, yeah. Yes. So this is how, I can, what is that? I can create and realize. So rather than creating, I can say it as design and realize your own, digital products. So now coming back to the presentation. So coming back to this presentation, I would also wanted to show you, how, some of our people who, what is that? Not able to change it. Yeah. Got it. In the collab CAD, I want to show you something. Yeah. Yes. So you can log in with your credentials. Yeah. So you can download the ebook, which will have step-by-step process where, you can design, you can do industrial grade design. Okay. So if you are passionate about 3D printing, so some of the, 3D printings, which have been done, by, there was a contest that has been run, and people have designed, some of these models. So you have a library, public library, if you go. Yes. So, example, these are the participants who are part of this Atal, challenge. They have done all this. Let me take one simple example of a water bottle. So without, installing a CAD package, that is the beauty of this Collab CAD. Without installing the CAD package, you can see this. All you have to have a small plugin called WebGL. So, this is the, water bottle design that has been, beautifully designed, by some of the winners. So you can browse through this and, see as many as, examples as possible. So now coming back to this presentation. So now, yes, I have done all this. Okay, say I have built a website, or I have composed a song, or I have written an ebook, or I have created a physical object. What should I do? What should I do? So what you have to do is, the next step is, you have to build a small story around it. Okay, and you have to quantify the problem you are trying to solve, and you have to list the number of people affected locally in India, and if you have taken what is that some of the global goals, you may have to see and quantify how many people are getting affected because of the solution that I am trying to provide for the problem I have identified. Then you have to substantiate that with some data points. Say, for example, how many people die due to road accidents. So you can quantify it, and that will substantiate the size of your problem that you have chosen, and how much loss do farmers face due to crop loss, or how much of water is wasted due to poor irrigation systems. Then you have to describe your solution. You can use some pictures for your prototype. And then you have to identify the target market size. And I think the market segmentation and all these aspects will be covered in the next session. So then you have to see who is the buyer of my innovation. Okay, so that will help you to get an edge towards what is that towards the product or a small service, whatever you have developed. So now you have to create a 30-second elevator pitch. This elevator pitch is very, very important. So it tells people all about your product in a very short period of time. Okay, and it will be very, very impactful. So in that elevator pitch, one of the main important thing, it should be short and sweet. How should I make short and sweet is by giving the complete what is that unique selling proposition. We call it as USP. So, and how your competitors, say, for example, here I don't want to maximize it because we are not going to scale up the venture, but just, it is good to understand the competition as well, and how you will deliver your innovation to your customer. All this aspect you should cover in 30 seconds. I think all this will not come just like that. I think you may have to storyboard it, and you may have to practice. So that is why the art of storytelling is very, very important. So it will be important in any part of your life, be it a student or be an entrepreneur, or you may be in different jobs, whatever it may be. Okay, or be both in your personal and professional life, I can say. Okay. And this is again very important thing. I think today people are YouTubers, people build their own website, people build their own applications. So these are some of the examples. People who are studying like you, school students, they have built this websites. I would like to show a small showcase of it. Okay, so it's Thinker Champs. They have built this. I think just if you want to showcase a product, I think Swarasati, they have built this. I think this has been already circulated by our previous speakers. You might have seen in the group as well. So you see, I think I still cannot believe that this has been designed by students. Okay, that too school students. I'm not even referring college students. So this has been built by school students. So I really it's just awesome, I can say. All yeah, and you see, if I want to sell the products, I think you can see here how they have listed their products. See, yeah. So probably, in schools, you may have seen custom t-shirts, custom hoodies. Okay, always, there is a, what is that, craze for that, people to buy and wear. So, these kind of custom products which you can make, and you can sell among your community, among your society where you live, so this will help you to monetize your skill. Yeah. So now it is time for quiz. I think, we can have a small quiz. I think over to Phanindra or Pooja to run this quiz.
Thank you so much, Shrikant, for a truly fun, inspiring session on starting a solopreneurial venture. Let's all work towards making our time pass activities to hobby, to passion, to profession. I'm sure all the participants have discovered a way to convert their tinkering and innovation projects into entrepreneurial ventures and earn an income while still studying. And let's have the quiz, and then we'll have some questions. Okay. Jalahali Leher has raised her hand. I have put the quiz as well on both YouTube and Zoom. Please have a look at it. And in the meantime, we have some questions. Can I ask questions, Shrikant sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, we should, this is a question from Nitish Garg. Sir, we should follow what as our, Nitish, do you want to read your question? Sir, should we follow what is our passion, or should we do what we are good at or have more interest?
Typically both are same. Both are synonymous to each other. That is how I see. So it is like, my interest is nothing but the passion. So both are synonymous. Anyone you can follow. Both will eventually, scale you up in life. Yeah.
Okay.
Both are one and the same.
A.S. Manita, you have raised your hand. Do you want to ask a question? Whoever is asking a question, I would also request you to please switch on your videos. Pani sir, can you unmute Manita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Manita.
Good morning. Good evening, ma'am. As was starting at the introduction, there was some network issue. Solopreneurial meaning.
Yeah. So, what is a solopreneur is all about is a person who is an individual. When I say a person is an individual who sets up and runs the business on his own. Okay, so he is a solopreneur and he will learn how to handle all the aspects of running the business because he is a single person. Solo translates to single.
Yes, sir.
Got it, Manita. Okay, Leher, your chance. Please switch on your video too. Pani sir, can you unmute Leher?
Leher, please unmute yourself. Leher, please unmute.
Okay. Until Leher figures it out, Leher, you can chat. You can just send me a message directly if you are able to. Okay, Leher, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please ask your question.
Ma'am, I have a question that is the solo-entrepreneurship only an individual, ma'am? Can we do group solo-entrepreneurship, ma'am?
Yeah, at your school level, you can do that. So I would, ask you to go and refer the business blasters, where people who are friends or people who are studying different classes have come together and formed a team. So collaboration is one of the key 21st century skill. So definitely you can collaborate, form a team, and you all of you can start a small venture with your pocket money, what you have, honing your skill, take it to next level. Wish you all the best.
Great. Meheresh?
Yes, ma'am. Sir, I have a question, right? In
Yeah.
solo entrepreneurship, using this, can we make money by selling our product?
Definitely. I have shown you an example of our, Thinker Champ. They have created a website, and they have, they have put the customized merchandise into that, so that people can buy. People can buy customized T-shirts, hoodies, the teacups, mugs, whatever they want, they can buy. So that is easy. You can easily monetize. And I will also show you in the next slide. There is a big movement that is happening, like UPI, called as ONDC. So we call ONDC as Open Network for Digital Commerce. Okay, where the online world is dominated by very few players, and people like small shopkeepers and merchants in your vicinity can also be onboarded into this platform. Say, for example, tomorrow, probably 3 to 5 years down the line, if it pan out, sitting at your home, the at least 2-3 lanes next to there is a small shopkeeper or a vendor. You can order through online, and it will be delivered to your home. So that kind of sophistication will be realized using ONDC kind of platforms. And you have India Stack. I think in the next slide I will talk about it for 2 minutes.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Mehraj, just to add to Shrikant sir's, you have to figure out what you want to sell, or what skill do you want to monetize. So, and then sky is the limit.
Right.
Okay, Dyotikar, last question for today, and then Shrikant ji, I think you have another slide to share. We'll do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dyotikar and Parinita are the last two people. Okay. Yeah, Dyotikar, go ahead. Dyotikar, are you able to unmute yourself? Pani sir, can you check Dyotikar and then Paranita's?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, sir. So I had a doubt. So, like, basically, when you create a website, like you have to concentrate more on like advertising, or you have to concentrate more on creating it. Like,
Both are equally important. So content, the ease of use. Say, for example, if I'm using a online application, so the navigation should be good, the UI should be good, the touch and feel, the look and feel should be good, and the placement of the icons and all this, is equally important. So what if I have created everything wonderfully, and if I'm not marketing it? So if you weigh both of them, I think both are equally important.
okay.
The next is who is next? Paranita? Paranita, you want to go? Okay. Shrikant sir, then I
Yeah.
think you can take your 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. I'll do that. Yeah. So there are few, home activities which I'll be, sharing it. I think before that, I would like to, cover these two things. One is called ONDC and other one is called India Stack. ONDC, I have explained you. So 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, so India Stack, India Stack is an open source APIs. You all know, how we are using that. What is that unified payment interface called as UPI? All these are possible because of realizing this open India Stack architecture of presence-less, paperless, and cashless. All these are possible because of the JAM Trinity like Jan Dhan, Aadhaar, and mobile. What is much quoted, and with the open APIs, this is possible, and in 3 to 5 years, you can, you will see another UPI kind of moment. When I say UPI, for just you to relate it to, it is just like your Google Pay, Phone Pay, whatever you are using. This ONDC will also become, much pervasive platform where the small businesses, small shopkeepers, or the ventures. In next 3 to 5 years, people who are the participants of this summer camp, if they float some of the ventures, they can also be onboarded into ONDC, and they can also reach out to nook and corners across the globe. So I think with this, I'll just share this home time activities after this session right away in the WhatsApp group. And anyway, thank you for this opportunity. I wish you all the best, and please, do not let your curiosity come down, and even after the summer camp, and happy tinkering. Thank you very much. Yeah, over to you, Pooja.
Thank you, Mr. Shrikant, for taking out your time from your busy schedule to conduct this webinar. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this special webinar. We will take a half-an-hour break and be back with our new session, which is going to be helpful for anybody who's starting their venture, because in that session at 6 p.m. today, we're going to talk about storytelling and marketing your venture. The art of storytelling is equally relevant if you are tinkerer or entrepreneur or change maker or even a student. So click the Zoom or YouTube link for our next session. It's on our website, and also we'll be sharing the Zoom link just now for the 6 p.m. session today. Thank you so much and have a nice evening.
So with this, we'll end our session. Thank you, Pooja.